fun. I mean, it just really revolutionized the game. When 2K5 came out, everyone knows that Madden took a hit in that year because 2K5 made the game very affordable. Also, I think at that time, maybe the economy was very different. And the fact that 2K5 made the game 1999, however reason that pissed off the makers of Madden, or they really had to drop their game from a normal 49.99 down to 29.99. That was Madden's probably biggest loss of any year that they had in their franchise season. And from that, as a retaliation or almost like uh, a big spoiled brat, if you will. I mean, some people are going to probably hate that harsh verbiage that I use for the John Madden franchise, but I mean, it really was. They turned around, took 100 million or these several $100 million, bought up the contract, gave all this money to the NFL Network, not NFL Network, the NFL franchise, the player associations, and to them, they probably didn't see the choice factor or what it really hurt. They just seen, the good business aspect. No one likes in America or in any capitalistic society to be limited of choices. They didn't allow the phone companies to do it in the mid or late 80s. They still do not allow the cell phone companies to do it when certain big cell phone names try to sync up with each other. The government put a stop to that. So I do not see how, in the same sense from a consumer standpoint, that could be allowed for John Madden to do that. I wish the John Madden and 2K franchise would work something out. They probably could both share great ideals from each other. Because the one thing I think a lot of us could see and say they don't like about John Madden is every year those players, I mean, they all have the same blocky heads. They all kind of move with the same movement, and the eyes look like big zombie characters. You know, they have those big, just buckshot open eyes. Like nothing is individualized about the character. Now, character speed may be different, their ability to catch may be different, but their movement and the way they look is not exclusively different like how it was on 2K5. The gameplay makes more sense on 2K5. I mean, I like the type where I would have to press my button faster to make my dude run faster. I would hold the button to have a speed burst. I hate the way that John Madden made it where, you just hold the right trigger and that makes him go faster. That is like so stupid because then you have people squeezing the mess out of the right trigger and it's not going to do anything, but they're thinking that that's making their guy go faster. I mean, so lastly, the two could come to an agreement where one could have an exclusive difference from the other. For example, I think John Madden can make theirs where their franchise mode allows the character develop or a rookie or a team, not rookie, but a franchise to go for 20 seasons. And over those seasons, they can develop the player. He can have this big career mode, like how they like to show him going to the clubs or just being out there working out, anything outside of the stadium field to give it more of a realistic aspect. The player, would get old over time. He could get traded to other teams. And not just the player aspect, but the team aspect. You could do that with the whole team. It's just the fact that it's going 20 years. The drawback would be, though, of a Madden series, when you go to have rookies drafted, they would be made up fictional names. The numbers wouldn't match the good players that's coming out of the rookie year from that team. So, for example, if Notre Dame had a great quarterback coming out and his number was number 10, well, in the John Madden rookie draft, they couldn't have a top quarterback from Notre Dame, number 10, with the same attributes. They would have to kind of mix it up a little bit. However, what would make 2K5 exclusively different, and this is also going to bring back the NCAA football 2K series, because that was great. To be able to do the franchise mode on the 2K5, I think it would be great that somebody would have to have the NCAA 2K football series from the year prior. And then, so therefore, by the time that 2K football NFL series is coming out for the next year, well, your draft, you would have need to have had to have the football college version. So therefore, your draft would include those college seniors who are now entered the draft. I think that'd be very cool. and the game would only be allowed you to continue for 10 seasons using those draft players, as opposed to the advantage would be to have it Madden is your franchise or your custom season can go 20 seasons in Madden, but only go 10 seasons in 2K5. So therefore, both franchises don't have to worry about losing the value of players or fans every year or every 2 years still buying the upgraded versions. Because I know that's what John Madden looks at for longevity. They want to make sure every year they're still having their 500,000 to 1 million sales. 2K5, they would naturally have people buying every year because you would want the if you're into it for that, you would want the rookies to be able to match up with that year being ready for the draft. And then if not, well, then you still have a good 10 seasons to play with that current draft. Now, both franchises, you could go in and create your rookies, but giving limited space ability to the rookies that you can create. So you just can't go in there and just totally have trademark issues and just totally recreate the whole draft and all 150 or 200 creative players. Maybe limit the creative player option to like maybe 20 players in a franchise season. So that way, it's still is like, because I might be the type that, okay, well, shoot, I really like my team the way it is. And I don't need to buy another 2K game for another 2 years. I'm going to be a few that think like that. Most of the people are going to want it every year. So anyhow, I just hope this really gives a way for the NFLK franchise and the Madden franchise to put their differences down, maybe somehow work it out. Even someone from the NFL side, NFL Player Association, say, hey, you know what? What we did with Madden for all those years, it was great. But, man, it's almost been what? It's almost been 14 or 15 years, guys. And I know some kind of redundancy to those Madden games is starting to lose its spark. It needs to be some rejuvenation there. And I think if the NFL Players Association allows there to be competition between the NFL 2K series and John Madden, that'll really bring back a big desire and spike up in the game. And then that with bridging up the new divisions is just going to make the game and the brand overall better. Sorry if this video was long. Like I said, it's my first one. Wanted to really kind of outline a lot of what this was going to be about. The other videos will be more short and just product specific, maybe only about 12 to under 15 minutes of presentation. But again, thanks everyone for watching my video, hopefully liking it and understanding the benefit with if the NFL could restructure for us these divisions, making it all better and easy for people to travel from city to city and just making the competition better. Again, thank you, companies or any major directors or managers that could help me be in a better position to create better presentations. Again, my email address, f4thebird@gmail.com. And everyone have a good night. Thank you.